Commanders fans, I am just. I'm not a told you so kind of guy. I'm just not that guy. I know there's people that want to be right more than be a fan. And I made my video once they announced that Carson was starting. I was like, this is just a bad decision in my opinion. You got to stay with the guy who got you there. You just have to. I don't care about arm strength. I don't care about who looks more sexy throwing the ball down the field and 50-yard bombs and stuff. And Carson was barely doing that when he even played when we were 2-4. I don't care. I care about W's. We can win 6-3. I don't care. I don't care. I still don't have my voice. I don't care if we win 6-3 and Taylor Heineke looks the way he looks. But he was winning football games. It was painful to watch. It's painful and it hurts. It really does. It hurts. Because this was a winnable game. Deshaun Watson was so bad in that first half. He threw the ball to an offensive lineman. Number 76. Remember Deshaun scrambled around? He threw the ball to an offensive lineman. That's how bad Deshaun was. And Carson Wentz was even worse. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. Ron's got to go, man. It is what it is. He's got to go. I don't care who the owner is. It can be Bezos. It can be Byron Allen. Jay-Z. I don't care. Ron's got to go, man. He's got to go. That decision killed us. And even when he threw the 2 picks, I would have pulled Wentz. The crowd was screaming for Heineke. They were booing Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz did redeem himself somewhat. And the defense saved us, too. Like, the defense was getting cooked in the second half. We're a bend, don't break kind of defense. Kendall Fuller. Amari Cooper, man, he that's why when I did on Prize Picks, I picked Amari Cooper to get the over 55.5 yards or whatever it was. He got the over on that. Easily beat that off of that catch. Off of one catch, he got over 50-something yards. Kendall Fuller playing flag football, 2-hand touch. You got to push him out of bounds, at least do something like let him know that you're there. And then Amari Cooper just runs for an easy touchdown. It's inexcusable. Amari Cooper gets another touchdown. Everybody from FedEx leaves from what I saw. I don't blame him. We've seen this for too many years, over and over again. The Lions won, right? The Lions are up 41-10. We can get eliminated today. We can just put Ron out of his misery. Put Scott Turner toss to Jonathan Williams on 4th and 1. And Scott Turner, man, I can't take it. I can't do it anymore with Scott. I've been done with Scott. I hope he gets fired. I said he should have got fired at halftime. I hope when he goes to the facility, Ashburn, Virginia, on Monday morning, I hope, just like the Jamal Adams video where he tries to get in with his key card, and he keeps trying to open up the door, and it just doesn't work. I hope it doesn't work on Monday. I hope Ron's key doesn't work. I hope that none of their keys work at all. Nobody on the coaching staff. I hope none of their keys work to get in the building on Monday morning. I really hope not. The Ron Rivera era, I really hope is over. I'm scared that he might be back next year. I'm very concerned. I'm concerned about that. It's hard to get a new staff in here with a new owner. That's my concern, that the owner will probably stay with Ron because they are just coming in kind of not blindly, but you're coming in and like they're going to be buying a team in March, April. The draft is around that time. Free agency. It's hard to bring in a new coaching staff. It's just hard to do that. Wentz off the gate threw a pick, man. Threw another pick. Both picks were bad. It wasn't even like drop passes in a pick or nothing. It was just bad passes. They were bad throws. They were bad passes. The last pick was pretty bad, too. The Jahan Dotson in double coverage. That was bad. It was awful. It was awful. Wentz is the backup. He is what he is. He's a backup. The fact that you have to debate whether he's better than Taylor Heineke just tells you what it is. It tells you what it is. Tells you what it is. The fact that you have to debate that $28 million versus what Taylor Heineke's getting paid, what, $3.5 million? I got to look that up. But Heineke, I would bring him back. I really would, because you know what? He's a gamer and he wins games. I don't give a crap what y'all say about Taylor Heineke. He's a gamer and he finds ways to win games. I don't give a crap. Sam Howell, we'll see. I don't know. I don't think they'll play him next week. But Dallas is going to play their starters. The Eagles are losing right now. They're losing 20-10, so they're going to play their starters. And we probably will be eliminated. We probably will be eliminated before the day is over. The Packers are going to win. The Packers are going to win. I put money on it. I put the money on. I didn't bet on the Packers to win, but I probably bet you Aaron Rodgers is going to win today. He's going to win today. I'll get to my game notes and wrap this up because it really is painful, man. It is because it's a game you should have won. We should have made the playoffs to begin with. You laid an egg in the Giants, tied that game, lost that game. And in this game, you had a chance to win, and you start the wrong guy. And then we had some injuries. I get that, but we couldn't stop Chubb, Amari Cooper. Offensive line just trash as always, and Wentz can't move. It's painful. It's just, as a fan, you see stuff like this that's correctable, and you watch it, and it's like, there's nothing you can do as a fan. It's like, Easy decisions that are supposed to be made are not made. Scott Turner doing a toss play to Jonathan Williams on 4th and 1. F.A. Obata can't get a sack. I don't know what he's doing. He can't sack Deshaun. He can't wrap up the tackle for us. 12 men on the field when it's 3rd and 8. We get a 12 men on the too many men on the field penalty. That's coaching. Jack Del Rio. Too many men on the field, and you're trying to make the playoffs. We don't deserve to make the playoffs. We just don't deserve to make the playoffs. We don't deserve to make the playoffs. Man, it is what it is. We don't deserve to make the playoffs. F.A. Obata, these are my notes right here. I'm going to read my notes and I'm going to get to the stats real quick. We're going to go over Carson Wentz stats. F.A. Obata stopped when he should have sacked Deshaun Watson. I don't know what he was doing there. Offsides on the Browns. They went for it on 4th down. Deshaun tucked it. They went for it on 4th and goal, and they tucked and ran. The defense actually got stops when Wentz threw the interceptions. They could have been up 14-0. They should have been up 14-0. But I got to give props to the defense for getting stops. Deshaun Watson threw the ball to the offensive line. I talked about that. Wentz throws another interception. It was awful. Then he threw the ball to the dirt on Brian Robinson. He overthrew John Williams. So it was like easy layups that he's overthrowing guys. It's ridiculous. F.A. Obata misses another sack. Jahan Dotson gets the 3rd and 17 catch. That was a good throw by Wentz. A good catch by Jahan Dotson. I'll give him credit for that. The Superman dive by Jahan Dotson. Brian Robinson had a good game as always. I was like, the only way we're going to have a chance to win is if we run the ball with Brian Robinson. And we did that, and he was effective. But we just got down, and of course, you had to throw the football. We had no certain sense of urgency, honestly. And when we got on the field goal drive, we really didn't have much of a sense of urgency either. And that's on the coaching staff too. We never have a sense of urgency ever. Never no huddle. We never go up tempo. I see the Cowboys did it with Cooper Rush. I see the Giants did it with Daniel Jones. We never go up tempo. We never go up no huddle. We never do anything innovative. We never do anything different. We never do. Amari Cooper had a touchdown. I talked about that. Brian Robinson had a good run. Jahan Dotson had a drop on a screen pass. He had another drop, kind of, but Carson was underthrew him when he moved out of the pocket in the 4th quarter. But the commentator said that the lane was wide open. You look at it on all 22 on the skybox view, and it was wide open for him to run, but he can't run. Then Scott Turner calls like a read keeper option. Heineke would have scored on that, but Wentz is too slow. I think we eventually scored a touchdown, though, so it didn't really matter. Tutty, the new mascot, I'll talk about that real quick. I couldn't care less. I actually kind of like it a little bit. I know people are going to hate on it because a lot of people are just negative anyway. But it is what it is. I like the Hogs from the 80s and the early 90s, so I get it. I like it. I don't mind it. I really don't. Tutty, shout out to Tutty. Excuse me. Myles Garrett, of course, he got his sack. We don't use our linemen like that. They stood him up one-on-one single coverage against Wes Schweitzer. He got a sack. We don't do that. We don't do that with our premier pass rushers. Montez Sweat, I thought he had a solid game for the most part, rushing the passer. Like, we were getting pass rush on Deshaun Watson. Like, we were getting back there. It wasn't like the D-line was getting back there. John Allen got hurt. No Cam Curl. No, somebody else was hurt too on the defense. Ben St. Juice. And Njoku had a 21-yard catch on 2nd and 19. Inexcusable. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Easy touchdown catch. Shallow cross right in the middle. I could have caught that and ran into the end zone for a touchdown. We all could have. 4th quarter, Jahan Dotson had a nice catch. And Terry McLaurin had a nice catch on the drive for a field goal. Curtis Samuel had a nice screen catch and run. Deshaun Watson had a read option run for 20 yards where he was just like galloping and scampering and laughing in our faces on the sideline. Casey Toohill made a big tackle for a sack. It was like a shoestring tackle. That was huge by Casey Toohill. Then we had the 12 men on the field, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 3. Makes it 3rd and 3, and then they bring in Jacoby Brissett on 4th and 1. And he's a big guy. He's a big guy. He's a big husky guy. And he got the 4th and 1 easily. He throws a 3rd interception. That's about it, and that's all I got, man. We got the ball back some way, somehow. The defense has been don't break. Both sides of the ball, we're just not a playoff team. And look, this is what I said. Terry McLaurin, guess what? You take Heineke out, you put Carson Wentz in, guess whose numbers drop the most? Terry McLaurin's numbers drop the most. You want to know why? Because him and Wentz, they just did not click. They never clicked. They were never able to get it together. They never did. I mean, the Jaguars game, that one touchdown pass. I think he threw a pass to him in the Lions game when we were out of reach anyway. And then the Eagles game where we were getting skunked, he threw a touchdown pass to Terry. All the times Wentz really connected, other than the Jaguars game, the only times he really connected with Terry was garbage time. You know what, Heineke? Oh, McLaurin's down there somewhere. He made the T-shirts. That's why I said, I don't care. I don't care about the yellow balls. I don't care about the yellow throws because guess what? Terry McLaurin's going to catch them. That's why I didn't care. I didn't care about the 50-50 passes from Taylor because you got to give your best player a chance to catch the football. And that's what Taylor did. And I'm not talking. I know it sounds like I'm talking up Taylor Heinicke like he's a great quarterback, but he gave us the best chance to win. That's what it was. Cam Sims made a huge catch though on that 4th and 3. That was a big catch. Now, you guys probably turned the game off by then, but that was a big catch. That was a huge catch by Cam Sims when it was like 24-10. Oh, man. Logan Thomas looked better today. That was probably his best game in a long time. He's still cooked. I wouldn't bring him back. Next year, I probably would not, to be honest with you. Danny Johnson made some good plays. I'll give him some credit in the beginning. In the first half, he had a couple pass breakups. He made some good plays in the beginning of the game. That's really it. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm actually pretty pissed off. I'm pretty mad about this, actually. I really am. I'm pretty pissed. Deshaun Watson was sacked 5 times. Like I said, we got pass rush on him. We got pass rush. Nick Chubb, 14 for 104. We couldn't stop him. 7 yards per carry for Nick Chubb. 7 yards per carry. 7 yards per carry for Nick Chubb. That was a key to victory to contain him. You're not going to stop Nick Chubb. You're just not. He's one of those guys. He's him. He's one of those guys. So you just got to contain Chubb. Amari Cooper had 3 catches today. 3 catches for 105 yards. 3 catches for 105 yards. That's ridiculous. Other than that was David Njoku, 1 catch for 21 yards. Carson went 16 for 28, 143 yards, 0 touchdown through. You're telling me Heineke couldn't do that? He couldn't go out there and go 16 for 28 and have 143. He probably would have 1 pick, but not 3. He probably had 1 pick. He probably had 1 touchdown pass and 1 pick today. And probably like 200 yards instead of 143. We probably would have been in the game. If we would have lost, it would have been 17-14, like I said. It wouldn't be 24-10. Get your butts kicked at home by a team that was already eliminated from the playoffs. A team that's basically just trying to scrimmage and see where they are for next year. That's basically the mode that they're in, is trying to evaluate and see how they want to play with Deshaun Watson next year. I'm very upset. I am. And I hate to get I didn't get my hopes up, but I'm very upset about this loss. I'm very upset because it's just stuff that you just see as a common person that just shouldn't happen. It pisses me off. It really does. So yeah, that's it. But hey, Happy New Year, everybody. I just want to thank you guys for rocking with me, man. It's not easy. A lot of ups and downs to the season, man. This coaching staff has to go. I hope everybody has a prosperous, great 2023 year coming up. And I just want to thank you guys. The channel is nothing without you guys. It's really not. And I appreciate the people that have been rocking with me since I started in 2018. Whenever you started rocking with me, I thank you guys for rocking with me, man. I got more Washington football, Commanders content coming. Always win, lose, or draw. You hear me? I barely got my voice. I'm always trying to, talk to you guys and get some content out to you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Like I said, the channel's nothing with you guys. It's just frustrating as a fan. It really is. It really is. So, all right, you guys, man. I love you guys. Healthy Commanders. Peace.